Man, what's happening, y'all? We back again, Pragmatic Hotels, with our brother, Coach Bossy.
That's me.
Back again from a long day of healing.
That's it, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Man, really out there in the field, man. Y'all need to salute that brother. When y'all see him, go to his page and show him love, man. He does it from the heart. And you already know our brother D Meads is the solutionary therapeutic Afro King.
That's the man.
You already know he with that healing, baby.
That's it.
Hey, he told me if he ain't healing, it ain't worth living. You hear me? And you know what I'm saying? You know it's yours truly, man. The wannabe armchair revolutionary. The wannabe somebody trying to be somebody. I'm just.
Your role is very, very important, brother. Without people who are going to be committed towards the support, it's going to be very difficult for anybody else to stand. So don't de-emphasize the significance of your role.
For sure.
It's very significant.
Man, that feels good when it feels good when some circles tell you that you ain't a square.
Yeah.
Word. But man, and brother Black Cecil Williams just joined in. Shout out to the social culture spot.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
333.
At 333, baby, right across from WMPR. Go live in to
RBG Fridays.
RBG Friday. So if you ain't got nothing to do on the holy day tomorrow, go out there and support the bro. RBG Friday. Support him, man. It's real, the most positive place in Jew City. You hear me? Okay. But I'm gonna sing my teeth in this, man. This is a controversy. Y'all, man, come on, man. Why y'all keep doing this, man?
I got to. We have to.
Man, black nationalists need the black church. Come on, man. You know black Hey, I know some Christian black nationalists here. We just got finished celebrating Bobby Garvey. He was a Christian.
Right.
You know, we talked about Henry McNeil Turner. We talked about what's the brother Garrett Morgan. You know, we know the brothers who found the AME. You know, Prince Hall. We all know that it's a tradition of nationalism coming out there, black church. But come on now, today, brother, in the age of Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, you talking about the black nationalists need the black church? Man, y'all ain't messing with that wet, ain't it now? y'all ain't messing with that wet now, you know. But anyway, man, with all jokes aside, you know, I think, man, you know, like I say, man, with this modernization, in the past we did need the black church and we couldn't have gotten as far without the black church. But come on now, man. Hey, even the Christians ain't even fooling with the black church no more, baby. So, you know, why black nationalists, why so-called Pan-Africanists need to still deal with the black church? Go ahead.
Well, let me begin by first saying it's an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be here, whether you're live or whether you're going to be viewing on the archive, to sit before you to be able to share this information. And the idea, of course, is not that everybody agrees. We're not attempting to convert anyone. We just want to bring us to a higher truth. I'm telling the truth. You're telling the truth. What's the highest truth? And then as we reach a higher truth, then we have a space to operate on for the future generations to go higher and higher than we do. Okay, so with that in mind, I have to say this from the beginning. This is the end, but I'm going to say it in the beginning.
Okay.
There is no plan that has been put forward to heal and solve the problems of the black community presented by nationalists, or anyone who claims to be nationalists, or who call themselves nationalists, or who answer to the name of nationalists, that does not include the black church.
Or a spiritual component.
Right. Not only spiritual component, I'm talking about Chancellor Williams' Destruction of Black Civilization in 1971, got the black church in the solution. Amos Wilson Blueprint for Black Power in around 96 to 2000 had the black church in it. Powernomics got the black church in it. When you deal with, of course, Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, you're dealing with AME Church. When you're dealing with Allen, you're dealing with AME Church once again. Start off with Mutual Aid Society. Each one of these had the black church. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, black church. Elijah Muhammad, black church. All of them got black church wrapped into their nationalistic plans for solving the problems of the black community. So if all of these great men, and shouts out to Marcus Mosiah Garvey, you know, we just celebrated his birthday yesterday. But you know, we're going to celebrate all weekend.
Yes, sir.
But if all of these great men and women who have come before us did not leave out the black church, matter of fact, purposely included the black church in their analysis of what it would take to heal the black community, how can we get so high and mighty that we got an internet that think that we're going to get around that analysis.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not going to happen. And so nationalists need the black church. The black church already has the resource capacity that the rest of us do not have, and it's also the first institution that we founded coming from enslavement, even while we were enslavement, and then through the different stages of enslavement.
Right.
We're still enslaved now, to be truthful, because of our level of dependency. But we have the opportunity to be free if we so choose. But you know, sometimes you leave a dog on a leash for a long period of time. You know, you let him off the leash, and then he runs off, and then he come right back to the yard to get back on the leash again. All right. The bird been in the cage so long that when you open the cage door, the bird fly out. Next thing you know, the bird fly back into the cage again. So you know, we kind of messed up in the head, right? And we don't know. Our leadership has yet to conquer their fear of freedom, and our institutions do not cultivate the responsibility of ownership as it relates to moving from dependency to interdependency to independence. Nationalists need the black church in order, if we want to see what we say we want to see, whether it's 5 states, whether it's a nation within a nation, whether it's economic community control, whether it's the going back to Africa, nationalists need the black church.
I'm gonna let Coach Body speak, then I'm gonna propose a question to the panel that I'm getting.
Yes.
Okay, well, brother, don't forget your question. This thing is hot.
Oh yeah, man,
It's hot.
it's lit,
And
baby.
the reason why it's so hot because we have a lot of diversity in the black community.
Right.
In terms of the religion, the denominations that we ascribe to. And it's very important that people recognize this.
That's right.
However, when you look at the nationalistic viewpoint on how the community needs to be able to heal itself, the black church is the atom that hits the proton, the neutron,
Right.
and makes the multiplication process happen.
That's right.
And keeps us in the framework of understanding our humanity involved in how we see ourselves. Not how they see us, but how we see us.
Right.
So, when you look at this, you have to take a close examination of 2 things, Brother David.
Yes, sir.
You got to look at human behavior
Yes.
and the environment.
Right.
The human behavior is based on values, morals, and ethics. In the black church, it's a system. They have a frame of reference that already been created.
Right.
In the black church, they have a paradigm of individuals that have protocol in everything they do. What happens is in the nationalist community, the framework
It's absent. Right.
is absent.
Or deficient.
It's deficient, and the reason why it's deficient because they're not building on the principles
Right.
of those people like Marcus Garvey.
Mm.
Those principles that Marcus Garvey had was about collective work and responsibility, right?
Right.
So if you don't build on principles, then the value systems change.
That's right. None of you hit it.
The behavior
Right.
of most individuals in the nationalist point of view, they don't look at the morals.
Yeah.
They don't look at the fact that they're not taking care of their children.
Yeah.
They don't look at the fact that their educational system is skewed. So, because we have such limited resources,
Right.
they are taking and sending their children to the schools.
Mm.
They're sending their children to the hospitals.
Word.
They're sending their children to an early death. However, once you take a true nationalist perspective, you combine the resources of the mindset of black nationalism with the resources in the church, the support of the church, and therefore you have a perfect marriage. And if we don't do that, our behavior won't change and our environment won't change.
All right, and both of you brothers made some sound points, but basically what I get for both of you saying is, in order for us to cultivate a successful relationship, a beneficial relationship with the black church for the sake of our people, then the mentality of those who are preeminent in the black church, they gonna have to change. Because what I'm saying is, if you come to your church, and don't play with me, both of y'all have been shunned by churches because of what y'all embrace and what y'all practice.
Okay.
But if the church, you know what I'm saying, ain't down with black nationalism, and when I say down, I ain't talking about instead of having Jesus up there, they need to put Haru up there. I ain't even talking about they gotta have black Jesus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even talking about they gotta have red, black, and green. But they can at least support. You know what I'm saying? And show love, but they don't even want to show love.
I got a way around that.
No.
I got a way around it.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, but I'll let you finish your point though.
Okay. You know, and you say you got a way around that, but it's an old guard in there.
Okay.
That ain't gonna fool with that.
Okay.
And that old guard has been challenged by many approaches. Some respectful, as with the Honorable Mark Messiah Garvey, and some a little bit more aggressive, as with the original Black Panther Party. And they still deny making those bonds. You know what I'm saying? The Nation of Islam tried it in the 50s when they started opening mosques in the South. And they were rejected to the point where they said, you know what? They had to make we just got to look out for our own Muslim members. So that's been tried. So what have you come up that is so astounding? That is so
astounding.
Goddamn earth-breaking that you can get around that old guard when those men and those women who tried in those earlier times couldn't succeed.
Well, one, you got to get in the trenches with the people.
Right.
My father's a minister. He's a pastor who actually teaches other pastors.
That's it.
All right. And one of the things I overheard my father saying on an occasion or two, he was talking about how him and other ministers were in the struggle. And I heard him, I was like, because I'm on the red, black, and green thing, so I'm like, what the hell? My father talking about being in the struggle. He was talking about the struggle from the perspective of being in of doing funerals. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of doing weddings. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of doing christenings. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of bailing young men out of jail. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of writing letters so that they can get out of jail and have a place to come and do some work. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of having mothers call him at 2 o'clock in the morning because they need to get bailed out of a situation. He was talking about being in the struggle from the perspective of dealing with these women that were single in many cases and didn't know they could get a man, didn't know how to keep a man. Folks that were married, and he had to be quiet and keep a secret between one or the other in order to keep them married so that those children can come up and be better with two parents than they would be with one. All right? And sometimes one of those parents wasn't no good. And he got to convince them to stick around for the sake of the children. Because it ain't going to get better. I mean, it ain't going to get better when you separate. It's going to get worse. He was talking about being a struggle from that perspective, the work that actual pastors have to do from the counseling perspective in the trenches with black people, right where they are. And I'm over here talking about how deficient he is and how deficient they are as a group, not necessarily him as an individual, but as a group. How deficient they are, and they need to up themselves, and they need to get up on this knowledge and spread this knowledge. And I'm going on and on and on. He's like, the people ain't having that.
That's right.
They can't receive that. And what you're talking about, they're not going to go for, it's untenable. Exact same thing you're saying, brother. And so you're right, a lot of them not going to come up off of it. But these pastors are in the trenches with the people, and the people respect that. And so when you just buck the pastor, you say the pastor ain't crap, we're going to throw the pastor away. And you done lost the very people that you're trying to reach and that you want him to reach.
The pastor influences the people.
The pastor influences, because he's in the trenches with the people.
Right.
All right? He's in the trenches with the people. He could be all the way wrong in terms of what we're looking at from the red, black, and green side, from the lack of the nationalistic agenda, from the lack of an economic, educational, health, and wellness agenda. He ought to have a school, and they ought to be doing the daycare center. They ought to have a senior citizen. We talking about all the stuff that they ought to be doing, but we ain't doing it.
That's right.
Oh man, it's getting hot. You know what?
The reason why we're not doing it. The reason why we're not doing it because we're not looking at the issues of building relationships, and we're not looking at addressing those social issues that the people are having problems with.
Right.
So if you don't change those problems and challenges by using a nationalistic model and including the black church with this as a solution, we'll never be able to accomplish what
We're
we're
gonna be
trying to
spinning our wheels.
Hey, you know what? And y'all brothers, keep in mind that I need to spread this word, man, because you know y'all tag team pulling me over here. You know what I'm saying? But I got some daggers coming at you. Now I'm finna get some
We're
assistance.
just raising to a higher truth. That's
Bring
all.
'em on.
I'm finna get some
Coming to a
assistance.
higher
Bring
truth.
them on.
I'm finna bring some African spirits on you, baby.
But hey, all you gonna do is bring them home.
Alright, so y'all, you know, I know y'all two intellectual juggernauts. Y'all ain't gotta take a break, but please do so, and we're gonna be right back at you.
All right.